Okay, reflection speech. First of all, I'm telling you that my speech is on my favorite movie, Fight Club. So spoiler alerts all over the place. If you haven't seen it, I'll take my grade late. Go watch it before you watch my speech. Here's my note card. It did not say anything about audience members. Obviously, my points being taken off if I miss that is my fault completely. That husband's at work, so I don't know if the dog counts, but the dog and the cat are in here. Rick, stop. Alright, speech beginning now. Hello, hello. The number one rule of Fight Club is we do not talk about Fight Club. Obviously, I'm going to break that rule to talk to you about why it's my favorite movie and why you should go out there and see it, because it'll give you kind of a new outlook on life. The movie is about a man fighting his alter ego, or so it seems. If you look a little bit deeper, you'll find it's actually just about a man in everyday society trying to find himself. The reason I love this movie so much is because a lot of my thoughts correlate so closely with this movie. It touches over consumerism, over morality, apathy, over feeling, and finding yourself and sharing your life with somebody instead of being alone and actually ruling out all those things in life that completely depress you. So can we overcome advertisement as a society and just think for ourselves? By the time you're 65 years old, you're actually going to see 2 million television commercials, and advertising has become so overrun that subliminal messages are found throughout Coke commercials with ice spilling the word sex. They're actually in Disney movies that have been banned in certain cases. And advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. We're the middleman of history. No purpose, no place. Our great wars, our great depressions are wars on spiritualism, and depression is our life. So that's what this movie points out. Can we overcome people shoving down how we should feel down our throats and just feel for ourselves? And also, is it possible that we've become so numb that it takes a complete tragedy just to shake us out of our shell? In the movie Jack, or Tyler Durden, his alter ego, he goes to self-help groups so that he can cry, so that he can feel something and go to sleep at night. And emotions, they're the most contagious thing out there, negative being the extreme most. So that's what that movie points out, is it takes something sad to shake us up instead of just being happy with life. And another point in that is that in the movie, he's pretty much forced into a car wreck because he can't answer the question, if you died right now, how would you feel about your life? If you died right now, how would you feel about your life? Think about it for a second. That's what this movie is pointing out. You need to answer that question, even if it's the last scary seconds of life. You should be able to answer that question with, I'd feel good about my life. I lived it exactly how I wanted to, with nobody telling me how to do it. And lastly, what this movie points out is that everything predecessing this, it doesn't even matter, because the point is that all you need to really do is find yourself and be with somebody else. I learned in my psychology class at Columbus Tech that loneliness is actually going through our brain and registered as pain. It's a painful thing, loneliness is. So the very last seconds of self-realization in the movie, Tyler Durden is standing in front of a window holding hands with a woman that he would have judged months prior over how touched he was by consumerism and IKEA magazines, and he's watching the world explode. And basically what that means is that even when, the shit hits the fan, it really does mean everything in the world to have somebody that understands what you're going through right there with you, and just to be okay with yourself. So I hope I've told you enough about this movie to make you want to get out there and watch it, because it will change you just a tad bit. And you guys just remember, the number one rule of Fight Club is we do not talk about Fight Club. Thank you for all of your time.